Good evening, everybody. Welcome back with another shot with Colney Heath as we try and attempt to get into the top 5, which it's not looking very possible at the moment. We've got 4 games remaining, which will finish off the season today. Not sure how long that'll take. I'll sure as hell take as long as possible. But yeah, it's going to be quite a short one tonight, really. We'll see how it goes afterwards as well. I mean, we may just go straight through the part of the pre-season, or go on holiday at least for a bit, anyway. Anyway, 4 games remaining, 12 points possible, 8 points adrift from Dorchester. But Bath and Bracknell just need a point, and they'll be, we won't be able to catch them. So it's all hinges on Dorchester, really. Not sure who Dorchester have. So let's just have a quick look then. They've got Tavistock in 19th. They should get the win there. Bracknell in 3rd is going to be a tough one. Harrow in 13th, always a tough one. And Bognor Regis. That could be a potential tough banana skin as well for them. So we may yet get there. It's just that victory against us, wasn't it? That really that helped them, really. So it's quite that's quite disappointing on that front. But hey ho, we'll see what we've got. Ourselves, on the other hand, we've got Melksham, who knocked us out of the League Cup quarterfinals and then got themselves knocked out. They're lying in 17th position. We were looking for revenge. Kidlington lying in 9th position. Wimborne in 18th and Hungerford in 14th. So really, we should beat these teams. I don't know, what was that formation? We did use that formation then, didn't we? Okay. We are using a different formation, which we'll probably use again, but I think with 4 games remaining, I feel good about the 4-4-2 formation, even though that is a 4-4-2 formation. It's this one here. It's that one. I'm still tempted to use it. But I'm not sure how I'm going. Do I really want to use it? That's the question. I don't know, 46 goals between the 2 strikers, and then you've got quite a few people on double figures as well, like Cleve, Vlasov, then you've got Axit, and then look, Taylor Evans has got 7 goals, Kokorum's got 11 goals, so the goals have been flying in, but they've also been flying into our net as well, as we tried to get some of our old players back, and it's going to cost money, and I think Sam Warren decided to go elsewhere, so that didn't help matters much either. So we're struggling to get any players in towards the end of the season. It's not going to happen now, so we'll have to have a look in the pre-season, but this is the team that we are going to be going with for this game. I'm still undecided whether to use that one or use that one. I really don't know. It does help having a player in here though, which we could go with this one. We've been unbeaten with it so far, so shall we try it again? We can always revert to the 4-4-2 afterwards if need be, and we can always push the wingers up as well. Everybody's fit, they're raring to go. Let's kick on and let's get this season finished, shall we? Let's submit this team. We can do this now. I did click submit, didn't I? I said I clicked it. Vlasov is short of match fitness. Okay. Hunts again, poor morale. What can I do? Alfredo's, I don't know. I don't know about the 2 players at all. John Hunt's supposed to be better. 4-4-2 they're going with. We're just dropping 1 player back straight into the changing rooms. A little bit of a morale boost. They're liking it. They're liking it. I mean, if we win here, I mean, it had nothing about revenge though, did it? As Melksham. I think there's going to be over 100 people there though, to be fair. As we get off to a flyer with a shot. Eastleigh are off to a flyer. Mind you, 1-0 up, the already champions. And Melksham has just got... Where are they getting these shots from? Alfredo into Axit, plays it into the box. Yeah, that was Bell's offside. How can he be offside? Tell me. we've signed a new contract towards the end of last night, so we should be okay to go again next season. I think they're just happy if we just battle it out for try and get a oh dear me, top 5 finish. That's what we're aiming for. If we can get into playoffs, that's great, but it would be better if we won the league. That will be easier for us, but Eastleigh have just totally battered everybody. I mean, it's disallowed, thankfully. Pong, I think he scored both goals, didn't 2 goals when they beat us in the cup game. But we are looking for revenge here. Cleve into Stewart, and I tell you what, they're just very, very slow, aren't they? Ivanov. We're not doing particularly well, are we? Demand a little bit more. Just coming up to half time, we may change our tactics a little bit. Wow, we're letting them come on to us, that's for sure. Right, nearly 4 minutes of added time on the end of that half there. Right, okay. Remind the team that revenge is on the cards here. But I think what I'm going to do though, I'm going to change it back up here. And Lewington, he's not quite fit. Misic. And what about Taylor Evans? Vlasov has just been awful. We need to get them involved more, and I don't understand why they're not. Can we just click on him, just say what's he doing? Run with the ball. We can run with the ball, I guess. Stay wider. We don't want him to stay wider, do we? Mark, tackle. Shoot more often, that's what we want him, and dribble more. Has he got good dribbling? Not particularly. Okay, we'll see what happens. And Bell, what can we do for Bell? Get further forward. If he gets any more forward, then he'll be more offside. We'll shoot often as well with him. Does he roam from position? He could do, but I don't think we need to do that. Okay, we'll do that as well. Let's start the second half then. 4-4-2. Let's get straight back into it then. 50 minutes gone. We are making inroads now. 10 shots I think we've seen. We're into double figures on shots on goal at least. Anyway, Evans acts it. Normally can take a shot from there. Into Bell. And Ivanov does take a shot from there. And he reaches 20 goals this season. Both our forwards have reached 20 goals. That is no mean feat, that's for sure. And we have scored an awful lot of goals this season. And Bell with the assist. It's a cracking goal. Goalkeeper kept his hands tucked in there. A little bit strange. At least didn't rule it off for offside, because that would have been a pain in the bum. Lynch. Axet. We do need to get... Oh, is Ivanov's on goal. It's a good stop though. It's a poor effort though, it has to be said. But, we'll take it either way. Calvert then. If you can hear something in the background, it's the fan. Well, I have got the fan on, a little bit warm. It's a full house today, so there's a lot of movement. So I've had to close the door, or just shut the door too. Cleve is looking a little bit tired there. As they come forward, we do get a foot in there, but it's straight back at us though. Steadman, nice to Stewart. It's a bit dodgy though, that pass. As Ivanov puts the ball over to Bell. Left peg. There's only one outcome there. As soon as it reaches his left leg, that's it, isn't it? It's a goal, and both of them assisted each other for a goal each. So that's his 28th of the season. So Bell is on his way to getting 30 this season, which is pretty good as well. If we can hang on to these two guys, then I'll be pretty happy. Even Kokorum or Treadwell really, but Treadwell, he's not really had a look in at all, as we've just Bell's got himself injured. Oh dear. Excuse me. Kokorum can come up front. You can go and attack, but what's he got on here? Excuse me there. You can shoot more often. I'm not sure what he's like on dribbling, but yeah, we'll do that as well. I'm not sure what he's like on dribbling though. But yeah, that's fine. Axit in the centre. We're going to bring Lewington in for this. Lewington's a decent player. We've had 3 subs now, haven't we? Yes, we have. I wanted to take Cleve off, but a victory all the same. I'm not sure what the other teams are doing though. So it's perfect revenge, but it probably doesn't mean anything there. That's the issue. Stedman with the ball over, headed on. Ivanov could have made it 3. Suppose it doesn't really matter at this stage. 3 minutes of added time to go, and we're just running the clock down. We're just having a few more shots. We've come into it at 4-4-2 formation, so we'll revert back to that maybe. We'll see. Ivanov was happy to get involved up near the front, isn't he? Lewington, he's got nobody to pass to. There's no movement at all, is there? Back heel. Stewart. A little bit of tricky from Evans though, wasn't it? Ball out to Lynch. He's not really gotten involved, has he? Alfredo into Evans. Good control there. So we're running the clock down. Cleve's going to have 1 in the box. So everybody's on side as far as I can see, and Ivanov has scored his 21st. So is he going to catch up with Bell there? With Bell now being injured, he's not going to reach 30 goals now, unless it's a not very serious injury. But that's a beautiful build-up. Very nicely done as well. I'm not sure how many passes that was either. If someone would have cared to count them down and let me know in the comments section. But yeah, that's a very, very good goal. Ivanov, well played, sir. And it's 3-0. It's a very, to be perfectly honest, it's a one-sided game in the end, wasn't it? 54% possession. Second half when we changed it, we were under the cosh in the first half a little bit. But yeah, second half we just ran riot a little as well. 7.44 average rating between all of them. Right, do we have... Should be the league table. We don't want to... Yeah, Dorchester are just right on the brink now, aren't they? We're not going to catch them if they get another point. We missed our opportunity when we lost to them. So they must have won a game down here somewhere. Oh, there they are. 3-1 against Tavistock. Yeah, I think our chances are literally blown out of water. And Eastleigh, look at that. They're running away. 20 points clear at the top of the table. I mean, we did beat them. They've only lost 2 games this season, as we'll have a look. And excellent effort, guys. Well played. Oh, you're waiting for me to continue. So why don't you just carry on? 2 games they lost. They lost to ourselves, and they lost to Weston-super-Mare as well, right at the beginning of the season. Whereas us, on the other hand, we lost 10 in the end. We had a very, very bright start to the season, and then it just kind of tailed away to nothing. Mangotsville scored 72 goals. I would like to at least reach 6th position. That's where I would like to get, but that's 3 games remaining. Again, it's another big ask. We'll see what Taunton are doing. 6th won't be too bad, but considering how we were in this section here, it's kind of bitterly disappointing that we're not going to do it. Bath beat Brackley 5-3. That's a cracking game there. 3-0 up to 3-2, then 4-2, 5-2, 5-3. Okay, I thought it might have been a little bit closer than that, but a lot of goals in the last 20 minutes once again. Injury worry for Bell. How long is he going to be out? We don't know, but 265 attendance for that game for our 3-0 victory. He's going to be injured out for 6 to 7 weeks. Groin strain. Well, at least it's the end of the season. Oh, 6 weeks to 2 months. We'll get through the next... No, we're not going to risk it. We'll leave him to the physio. We have got forwards in there. Bell, I'm sorry, my lad. Just focus on your recovery. I can't believe we lost a player. So if we don't lose them through transfers and people nicking our players, we lose them through injury. I think that's the first real one as well. 28 goals though, 54 shots on target ratio. Average minutes per goal is 135. So it's like a game and a half, isn't it? Headers 1 ratio is 43%. 68 offsides, of course it is. 44 appearances though. Average rating 7.25. 10 assists. Pass completion 79%. It's not great. 2 penalties. Key passes. Yeah, he's gonna be missed. He gets involved, the young'un, in all goals, so that's good. Collective bonus payout. We get paid out £100 to be shared among the squad. 100 pernickety pounds. Would you it? I mean, that is it's hardly worth talking about, is it? £100. Very well. It's £100. I mean, it's a big squad. £10 each? I don't think so. £2 each maybe. £1.50. It's a kick in the teeth, isn't it? Really. Cleethorpes win the Integro Cup Velocity Trophy. Bath win the trophy there. Bath pleased they won the competition after so many barren years, and their last success coming in 1979. Who did they beat then? Look at that. Western-super-Mare won it last season. Chesham are playoff bound, so they're okay. It's still all to play. They could still all falter, these guys here. It still all could come down to us nicking it. Hopefully, we'll see. Natwich make Evans up. No, Evans is doing all right. We don't want him to go anywhere. I mean, he's had a fantastic season considering he's been in and out of the team. I'm just going to bring my chair down a little bit, just so I can put the arms underneath the table though. But yeah, we're going to have to start looking at players, and it's all to do with the midfield upwards, I think, because we are kind of struggling for these sort of players, especially if they start being taken in the pre-season. So what I like to do is, like the first month, depending when we're finishing in May, June, we tend to take a holiday halfway through the month, and then we start to well, we just zoom in weeks at a time. Hopefully nobody nicks our players in that time, but we do set a load of scouts out to see what happens. Right, okay. Chin Hin, who's on, he stars, does he? Where is he then? Am I not seeing him? Oh, that's under 18s, that's why. It's that one there, isn't it? 1-1, 8.3. Something different. Something different. It's a possibility. It's something we could potentially look at. Ashton shines in the Colney Heath under, so they draw as well. So both teams draw. They've done relatively well, our youth teams. Cattle would try to get back, and he refused. He refused. So what I'm going to do is discard that one and leave them in there. See if they'll scout them off. He's Dorney. He's too old. Of course he is. The left back. We have got left backs, haven't we? We've got Misic, Danny somebody, or Danny Stewart, and actually, what have we got at left back? Who is it? It is Stewart, Misic, and Marshall can play that. Maybe he would be quite good actually. I don't know. Is that somebody we could? I mean, what's his I mean, he's 26 years old. He's not really improved that much, really, to be honest, hasn't he? I mean, it's not good stats. Let's just have a quick look. He's not. Yeah, that's how many games he's played for us. He's not really played many, has he? It's not a lot. It is not a lot. No, you know what? We're going to release him because he's no good. He really isn't. I expected him to improve a lot more than that, and he hasn't done so. That's really it's just a kick in the teeth, really, isn't it? Chelsea under 23s avoid. There's games left in the Premier League though. That's nearly finished actually. We're going to be they're going to be finished before we are. United beat Liverpool. So United occupy the 4th spot. Still, yeah, it's so fighting for 2nd spot. But Tottenham have won the league. Have won. Bournemouth are in 6th. Somebody tell me. And Chelsea are not anywhere near there. Let's just open the door. Little animal in. You're going to come and sit down? No? You're alright. Come on, in here. She's going to sit in a basket. But yeah, that's quite shocking. Newcastle and QPR are being relegated. Swansea, Villa and Everton. And actually there's a lot of teams that could still go down. Everton look like they could be safe, but if they lose, they could be in a big trouble. It all depends whether Swansea lose or not. Swansea have to win, and then it could be all curtains. It could be all curtains there. That'd be quite. We'll see what happens there, obviously. But yes, it's interesting everywhere else. What do you want? Come on, back out again. She'll come knocking on the door again in a minute. It's just standing outside the door again. I think it's just too warm, especially in here. It's very warm indeed. I suppose it just happens, doesn't it? The weather has been really nice. Very nice indeed. We went to took her out for a long walk, about an hour and a half, 2 hour walk. We didn't even realise what time it was. We went out just hoping for just a quick half hour. Generally what we normally take her out, but we took her out along the fields near the golf course that we live near, and it was just too nice. Very hot, so we took a very slow walk, and I think we only did something like I think the wife clocked something like 11,000 steps. So it's around about 7-8 kilometres, I think. About 5 miles. No, it wouldn't have been 5 miles, would it? 4 miles, maybe. 3 to 4 miles. Walked a little legs off, bless her. Don't want to give him free transfer yet. Some of these trials for finishing then. Do we say hello to him? I mean, if we compare him with Taylor, I mean, Taylor's a pretty good person to have a look against. It's not too bad, but I think they could be better. What does the report say? Currently operating at Southern League South level, so it's still this league then. He has a potential to lead in Premier League South play in the future. There are doubts over his ability, and there may be better out there. Well, we'll have to go with it, I guess. Clark is very happy. Very good physicals, but I don't think it's going to happen for us at all, I don't think. And Asgar. That's not going to work for me either, unfortunately. 20 years old. Again, it could be better plays out there. Danny Sturt rejects Porton Good. Team advice. I don't think we're going to be doing that. I think we're going to be playing our normal formation, I think. We'll revert back to that. We're on a little bit of a run, so we may use it. Again, these guys. Why are you there? Why is not Kokorum or Treadwell up there instead? We'll use it and then we'll tweak it. We'll tweak it because I'm assuming he's picking up all the fit players. I don't normally do it, but it just makes it a little bit quicker and a little bit easier as well. And we just tweak it by the odd players that you want to have in yourself. But I would like to see if we could have a couple of better players in though, as we're going to need it. I mean, what happened to all the youngsters that we were looking at, like all the ones that were released? Did they not want to come? I mean, what's happened here? Oh, right, okay. Not sure why everybody's pleased that Grant is leaving. Is he leaving? Have I missed something? I haven't bid for Jones. Okay, they're not fussed over him, are they? Praise Avanoff, because he's our star man at the minute. Lewis, we may get a game. We're coming into the last bit of the season, aren't we? Really, last 3 games. I'm disappointed we're not fighting really for a top 5 spot or higher. I really wanted to do it this season, back to back promotions, but I'd rather win the league than rather go through the playoffs because it's extra games, isn't it? 3 games remaining now. Taunton, they're at home to Hungerford. Hungerford are 14. With Taunton, Dorchester are home. Yeah, they're home to Bracknell. So there is a potential for Dorchester to lose and us to. I mean, Taunton, if they win, they could go above them. And then we're hoping for both of them to lose the last 2 games, which I'd rather Taunton lose to Hungerford, though. Team selection. Let's have a look. Why is it doing that all of a sudden? Why has it changed? Right, that's what I want. Lynch. What? What? Decorum. Yeah, it has to be Decorum, doesn't it? And we're going to just have you up there, my friend. Yeah, we'll just have you both sitting there. Cleve is the main worry because he's just playing all over the place, isn't he? Brivio would like to. Marshall maybe. In for Misic. George Lynch has been very disappointing, I'm not going to lie. I've got Alfredo and Hunt. He's got 5 assists to his name though, John Hunt. Him over Alfredo. We'll have a look. There we go. This is... Yeah, this is the issue, isn't it? Apart from physicals and speed, it's all well, it's not all Alfredo, is it? 3 versus 3, isn't it? Alfredo's had 15 appearances, 6.71. John Hunt. See, Alfredo's a full 3 stars. 2 assists, 2 yellow, 75%. He's better passing percentage. He's had Hunt's had 8 yellow cards, 1 red. Yeah, I can't. It's 27. Yeah, there's a big age difference, so you would expect Hunt to play a little bit better, wouldn't you? I guess he should be doing, but he hasn't done, has he? Message. What can we do here then? We'll I'd like to put him in. As long as he doesn't, and I'll put Alfredo on the bench. I don't want to. Instead of Lynch, have we got Lynch? Who can we play on the right hand side? Brivio. I mean, look at that. Bell, 28 goals and 10 assists. I mean, and we're not even playing him. Right, okay, let's jump into this game. Let's see if we can carry on where we finished in the last one. We're going to give... we'll see what Marshall's stats are like at the moment, but I want to give Marvin a game as well. At one point or other. They come 4-4-2. It looks like they're having a poacher as well. I'm assuming. Expected to pick up where we left off. Indeed we are. Right, okay, let's give him the faith and let's carry on, shall we? Kidlington, it is a victory. Oh, we want to kick off, don't we? We're going to line up as I mean, I don't know how. I mean, have we got another home game before we hello? What happened there? Wow, 3 minutes in. I don't know what happened at all. I'm not gonna see what happens when we change the formation to start with. Right, a chance. No, not a chance, but we should win that. Great header by Hunt. Ball into Ivanov. Cross it. Free kick given. He was offside. Come on, ref. Seriously. and more. I want to at least get onto level terms before half time. Dorchester 4-0 up already, so that's our chance of getting into the playoffs. That's over now. And I think they already know it, especially if we lose to this bunch. I mean, were these 17th or 18th? Final chance before half time. It's going to be one of them days, isn't it? One of them games. Right, okay, changing rooms. Disappointing. We've been lucky so far, okay. Do I just pause it and just drop you down? See what happens there. We'll do it for a few moments. Don't seem to be doing much, do we? At all. Half an hour to go, and we're not creating anything here. It's a free kick for Kidlington. Would someone explain to me why we're losing to bottom of the table virtually? Wow. I mean, there's no offside there. He's ahead of our defenders. Why have we got Algar in? I never... That's what we couldn't do there. Right. We've got one more substitution. I'm going to bring Taylor Evans for... Can they swap round? He's more of a box to box, isn't he? Right, okay. This is it then. Last couple of... Let's see if we can get anything out of this game at all. I can't believe we're losing this at home as well. I mean, it's another disappointing defeat after a run of games where we've been unbeaten. Nothing at all. We've had nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing since for the last half hour of the game. Nothing at all. I don't understand how we lost. I don't understand. Right, he's already told him. I don't understand how we lost that game, and that just kind of screwed everything up for us now. And we've dropped down a place. We could potentially find ourselves in 11th position. Wow. Dorchester wins. They beat Bracknell 7-1. Seriously? If we won that, we could still have had a chance. 7-1. I'm intrigued. They had a 4-4-2. A 4-4-2. What's so different? Why are they playing differently? Apart from probably having better players than us. Wow, I'm just I'm absolutely gobsmacked. Absolutely gobsmacked. Right, I'm just gonna have a rotator side. I don't see any point now. Rotate. I'm just gonna let them rotate. We'll just play the fringe players. Let them all play. It doesn't really matter now, does it? The midfield, apart from Cleve, I think the two midfielders, well, they've played alright, but I don't understand all of a sudden why it's all gone pear-shaped. We started off with a 4-4-2 and it should have just done something for us, and it didn't. Wow. Well, that puts an end to that then. Unbeaten runs ended. We did have an unbeaten run. I'm disappointed. I mean, we had an unbeaten run. If we put them draws to wins, it may have been a different story, but Tavistock we should have beat. But that, I mean, how did that happen? How did that happen, really? At home as well. Our home record was shocking. I'm just totally and utterly gobsmacked. I'm glad this is the end of the season, and I'm glad we've got an extra contract, but will it be enough? Will it be enough? A couple of trialists are finishing. Lovely. I don't think they were any good though, were they? Who got relegated? So United finish in 4th. Liverpool. Chelsea managed to sneak into 6th position. Bournemouth bottled it. Arsenal beat Man City to 2nd. Who finished? Swansea save themselves. It's Villa, Newcastle and QPR. Everton must have lost, but they just escaped. But that is very close at the bottom. I mean, any number of them teams could have gone. Any number of them teams could have gone. Okay, let's Greens get better of Colney Heath. Relief for Melksham survive. Oh, they survived, do they? Lovely. Ronald McDonald's been spotted at the ground. I mean, look at these guys here. So, Danny Dixon, some top recommendations, really. We could offer a trial. Don't really matter now, does it? We'll get the full 4 weeks. May as well. What about this one? Bartholomew. If he's any good. Seriously, he's got... What has he got on top of his head there? He's like that one at a bunyip off... is it Marvin the Martian and Bugs Bunny? That's what he's got on top of his head. He's not gonna... We'll see. We'll offer a trial. See what it's like. 4 weeks. May as well. These are your top tips, really. John Morgan. If we ever decide to go defensive, I doubt very much we ever will. I am going to attempt to do the 4-2-4 formation for next year as a throw of the dice. I still want to go with the 4-4-2, really, to be honest. It's worked so well for us. It's just, I think it's time for a change. The ability's there. We're going to offer you a trial as well. 4 weeks. And Sully. Monsters Inc. Sully. Yeah, he seems to be the better out of the lot of them, and yet they've given him a 62. Offer trial for you as well. There we go. We'll do that. I mean, it's, what more can you do, I guess? Oh, some more so these are the trial. Yeah, he was rubbish. Well, he's 17 years old though. Nope. Mark Baker, definitely not. Sorry, 17-year-old or not. Reece Dale. Good grief. I mean, he looks... natural fitness is fit enough. I mean, what's the report say about him? Is there a report on him? Again, it's we don't know. Is there a report on him? What sort of report can we have? Report. Oh. There's a lot of... Oh, it's up there. So there's a lot of duplicated things in here, which can't really help it. What about fitness? Oh, there we go. It's got a little bit of fitness as well. Right, okay. No. Although you would expect him to be pretty good later on. Reece Dale. He's rejected. Seriously? You've rejected all of us. Wow. It's not going to help matters much, is it? Does that mean they're no good? Well, if we approach the sign. So... just scout them in. There's no point now, is there, really? At least them other ones rejected and not wasting our time. As we've still got 2 games to go, believe it or not. We'll close the season and then we can do our bit for the next season. I just don't know. We definitely want to look at a lot of positions, don't we, really? Where's my piece of paper? I did have a piece of paper with a lot of stuff on it and I'm not sure where it is. I've got papers everywhere. I mean, originally I had for Colney Heath a goalkeeper. Oh, we got that now. What's this piece of paper here? Can I write on that? I think I can actually, so I will. I think every position going, we definitely, I mean, the centre backs I think are okay. Goalkeeper, we could possibly have a look. We want a left back for definite, a right back for definite, centre mid, right wing, left wing. I think where we have at the minute with Cleve and on the other side as well, Brivio. Do we need another forward? These guys did put the. I mean, if one came along, I mean that's every position. Change the side totally. But if we're going to go 4-2-4, we do want some wingers. And I think that's something we need to look at as well. Hopefully they'll give us a little bit of a increase to the wages, but I doubt it. Cause I'm assuming we're going to be in the red now as well. So let's just have a look. Let's oh, we're 8 grand in the red. It's not too bad though. What was their projection? 29 grand at the end. I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? I guess. I mean, look at that. I mean, income. I mean, we've got no debt, which is really good. Sponsors, got a little bit of sponsorship. Debt, loans, wages. Wages has spiked an awful lot this season. I mean, we did have it round about here, and then all of a sudden we spent money. And maybe some of these players we don't really need to have that, so we could start afresh and get some new players in. Wimborne are 18th. What do you reckon the score is going to be? I mean, we could try using the 4-2-4 now, but I don't see any point if we haven't got the players in. Loan list, whatever. That's the side that, you know what, I'm going to change the side. Positive to attacking. We could go straight attacking. Don't see any harm in it. I'm focused on the left. Why not? I don't like doing that, but we'll have a look. It is our best side, though. But I do think we do need to change our formation, though. For next season, we're definitely changing it. The end is in sight. The season is almost over. It's been a long season. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we must have played an awful lot of games. I'm just a little bit peed off that we just couldn't hold on to get into the top 5. I thought it might have been quite easy to do it this season, considering we've won the league for the last 2 seasons. Again, why is it doing this? Right, okay, I don't know what sort of what happened really. Right, okay, Hunt. You know what, no, I'm gonna put Hunt. I'm very disappointed with. Going back to wing backs for you. Full back, sorry. Yeah, full back. Misic can play. We're going to bring in Lewis. We're going to bring in Lewington. We're going to bring in Brivio. Yeah, they can all play them positions, can't they? Lewis, I'm sure you can play something else instead. DLP, I'm not sure if I really want. I'm going to play you as that, advanced playmaker. You just run the show. I mean, Lewington can play that. No, he can't actually. He's okay with that, I guess. Lynch, I'm not too keen on Lynch, I have to be honest. Who doesn't normally get a game? Treadwell can come on. Although Ivanov, we do want goals. Yeah, I don't. He's on the bench. I'm going to leave him on there. And Phil Marshall in for. I'm not sure where the. I don't want that, do I? Team selection. Is that too much? I mean, that's the last 5 games. It's not been great, has it? We don't really need. We want assists in as well. No, I don't like that. What on earth is going on now? No. Oh dear, I think I've just gone on there. Oh dear Lord. I'm not sure what I've done now. General info. I mean, why have you got that? No. I want to see if there's a one that's slightly better than what we've got at the minute. Team picker. That's all I wanted. That's all I ever wanted. Right, okay. Marshall, can you come in for one of these guys? Calvert, you've been disappointed, so I'll put them two together. Yeah, it's top player, but who cares at this moment in time? Apart from Ivanov and Kokorum Cleve and Stedman and do we put Kane in for the last final game of the season? I was going to check his stats, wasn't I? So if I check his stats, see what he's like. Why is there 2 comparisons? Why would you do that? Dynamics is down at the bottom. See, this is all a little daft, isn't it? Career milestones. I'm sure that's not around. Okay. Fine. Yes. 3 clean sheets in the end. He's only conceded 15 out of 14, so that's not too bad. 19 and 16. So he's done relatively well for us. I can't complain. But if we take Marvin, 12 and 10, 19 and 14 overall, but he's had 3 clean sheets as well, 1 play over the match. 51 overall out of 48. It's not bad, is it? Not bad at all. I'm unsure. Yeah, he had a bad season with Welling though, didn't he? I may just keep him in. Get you in support. Have your sweeper keeper in support, why not? Just help our lads out a little bit. Right, will these guys be enough? We're going attacking straight away, so does anybody just guess how this is going to go? I'm not holding much out my breath for this result. I mean, it might do. They might prove a point today, which they will do because they're all. It's a literally rotated side, isn't it? Not many people are here for the final game of the season at home, at least. Anyway, so we have the ball with Misic, Kokorum. Misic does stand his ground a little bit. Lewis getting involved. Lewington, Kokorum, great passing. Kokorum. Wow, it's easy as you like, isn't it? 1 minute 27 on the clock. 17 on 27, I think it was, wasn't it? It's very, very good passing. Great through ball by Ivanov. Coram with a shot. Goalkeeper really mistakenly pulls it out. 124. That's very good, isn't it? Very, very good. That's very well played, sirs. That very nearly wasn't, was it? Apart from Cheshire, we're the only ones that have scored. Eastleigh and Bracknell. So Bracknell probably looking at a very big pasting here. We're all over this. Dorchester are winning again anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And Eastleigh have just broken the deadlock against Bracknell. So I don't think no matter what we would have done, I don't think we would have been in a very, very good position to fight for 5th spot. I think we were just too far away with little games to go. As if we could get a goal before half time. It's a very good start. Well, I thought it was a stop. Looked like a stop. And it's half time, 1-0. Yeah, we're kind of showing them what for, aren't we? There's a lot more to come from you. I have the faith. There we go. Off we pop, guys. Off we pop. Ah, very glad to see the back of this season. We just had a major blip in the centre. I mean, that was an awful blip. McDonald's. Wow, he just didn't even think to pick him up. John Hunt, why are you not picking him up? And nobody picked him up there either. Wow. Nobody wants to pick him up, do they? Colney Heath. Bracknell have equalised. Wow, we would have thought, right, do we pause it? Do we change anything? Apart from the forwards, nobody's really doing anything, are they? Right, let's just change it up a little bit. It doesn't really matter. They're doing alright. I can't complain. Evans can come in for Lewis. Lewington can come off. And we're going to bring Axett in. Actually, no, John Hunt isn't playing. And we're going to bring in Treadwell. You can play as poacher, actually. See what you like as poacher. We do play with a poacher, so maybe it might suit him playing as a poacher coming off of a bell, but Kokoram's done pretty well. 5 minutes to go, nothing really happening, is there? We have a chance with Misic as we play it all the way back. I don't know why we keep playing it back. It's nice. We draw him out, then we suck him in. That's what she said. Right, Misic, great balling. Oh, right into the arms of Ruiz. Great ball over the top. And here they come. So we'll just probably concede a goal around about now. Unless we score a goal around about now. Axett with the through ball. Ivanov. Yeah, I was hoping he'd put that in the back of the net. He didn't. It's just a whimper of a victory, really, isn't it? I mean, it's a good header under pressure. 2 players on him there. And here they come again with 3 minutes of normal time to go. Let's get it away. Alfredo. Brevio over to Ivanov. And, oh my. Wow. What a let off. What a let off. Right, we're into the last 3 minutes of added time. Let's get a goal so we can close this game out. Evans, Treadwell, Ivanov. Not sure where he was going with that. As we're looking for a big kick here. Unless he's going to throw it out. And McDonald's is under it. Agassi. Oh, it's a good stop. Agassi. Yeah, we're not getting it anywhere. It's a good strike by Marshall, though. I don't think I've seen him score yet. That's a very, it's a good attempt. And we're still playing. Let's clear it. Treadwell. I thought Treadwell was going to be on it, but that's full time. Right, I'm just going to open the curtains a little bit as well. Just so get some light in here. And yeah, the sun's a little bit far. Is it? Yeah, it's sort of. But yeah, that's okay. Dorchester win. Eastleigh draw with Bracknell. So Bracknell lost, got hammered 7-1 in the last game, and then they go to Eastleigh, who are the champions, and draw. 103 points for them at the moment. We're still lying in 8th position. We could possibly get 7th. Do we play Bidford the last game of the season? I wonder if that would. Wonder if that'll happen. Nothing really needs addressing. Assertively say we got away with it, but you know what? It was a rotated side, so I'm reasonably. And we kept a clean sheet. Well, we're playing Hungerford away from home. They're lying in 16th position. Again, it's teams that we should be beating relatively easily. We were doing it at the beginning of the season. All of a sudden this season we're not doing so. But yeah, I think we are going to have to change the formation. I think Football Manager has found us out. But 1-0 after 2 minutes. A goal difference of 24. We've conceded 44 and 41. It's not too bad. Arsenal beat Everton in the FA Cup final. 3-1. What's happened? Should be a good one. Football on days to put a smile on your face. Is there any other news? This was a good result, but I just found myself wanting to back to my FM save, really. Ah, okay. Actually, someone's. I mean, are these real or are these just made up? Decent result there. I'll be happy for the rest of the day now. Our forwards are really starting to click now. We look so dangerous today. Just to have interest, what was the 90? 90 for our last game at home of the season. Wow. Okay, final game of the season then. Let's continue. 7 days time. In fact, we've got this reasonably very quickly tonight as well. We've not even played an hour, and we're almost up to 4 games in an hour. I mean, that is pretty damn quick. That is. Colney Heath team news. Bell doubtful. Yeah, well, we know that. Profit this season's 12 grand. That's pretty decent, isn't it? Could all be wiped out after this game though. We've got travelling expenses, bus fare, God knows what. I think I may have to look at looking for some decent scouts, maybe. We shall see. If Eastleigh are in for him, is he any good? Oh, 38,000, seriously? He's from Arsenal. Wow. You'll be in the one on the it's north or south next, isn't it? Then it's Vanarama. So we're still 2 tiers away, really, from the Football League, or 3 tiers away. I was really hoping to get into the Vanarama next season, but it's not to be. Not to be. Right, okay, enough of that, dwelling in our own sorrow. It's our own fault. Well, it's not really. It's the players that put out on the pitch. I can see why managers get frustrated and why they are to blame sometimes. It's not fair. They shouldn't be blamed. It's the people you put on the pitch. It always has been. I don't agree with. I mean, the players get paid tons of money, and if they don't perform, I mean, like that game Dorchester. Who was it that lost 7-0? Bracknell. Dorchester beating Bracknell 7-1. That shouldn't happen if you're at the top of the table. So, oh, excuse me. Yeah, 90 attendance. I mean, that's garbage, isn't it? Right, team secure playoff spots. Bath and Dorchester are now secure in the playoffs. Wow, I am going to have a look at some of their players there. We'll have a look. Poole fall into the regionals. So who? Chess, Hunt, Poole, and Bishop's Cleeve. Wonder who goes up. So Bracknell still haven't secured it. Still going to the final game. So it's between Taunton and Bracknell. Who would you rather have go up? So I really want to check out the teams for next season, really. Possibly Cheshire, Bath, Dorchester, and Bracknell. If we can steal some of their good players, then it'll help us immensely. Maxi Foot's FA Cup review. Best match was the 2-2 draw against Needham Market. What about the when we won? I mean, we beat Hartlepool, I think, didn't we? Or Hartlepool, I think it was. Right. Stanton finishes on Coleman. Seriously, if that's how good you think he is. Is that the quality of players we're getting? Ooh, definitely not. No. Scout meeting, no recommendations. Okay. Jeffs, a left back. We could potentially have a look at him, couldn't we, for the final game of the season? You know what, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have a look at him. Who's this? Natajas. I mean, is he any good? He's 18 years old. Young centre back. Playing pretty well. We'll praise him. Hopefully he might improve. I don't know. Will it work? Only they can tell. I'm not quite sure if it will or will not work. Just need to have a look at some of these what these other teams are doing, and then we can just swoop in. In fact, can we we'll have a look at the same side again, more suited to that. He did well in the last game. He kept a clean sheet and he stopped a few as well. I mean, he might be more suited to that, but he played alright. What? Watford manager please board in Euro Cup win. What's this about? The Watford board have revealed that they're happy to have clinched the Euro Cup 2. Jose Mourinho is the manager of Watford. What? What is this Euro Cup 2? Have they just named it Euro Cup 1 and Euro Cup 2? Is that what they've done? Euro Cup. That's the Champions Cup. That's the Euro Cup. And Euro Cup 2. So they've got 2 competitions in here now? That seems very bizarre. Group stage. All groups. What sort of teams are in here? Celtic. Watford. Cork. Seems a little strange, doesn't it? I mean, what's in the Euro Cup 2s then? Okay, teams you would expect to be in the Champions League, some of them. And right, so there's 3 European Cup competitions then, so it seems. I don't think we'll be ever in a position to get there with anybody, but we're relaying the pitch. Okay, we'll praise him, I don't know why. And just out of interest, before we go into the next game, I just want to have a look at what's available in the job centre. Worksop are in the northern now. Vanarama League North, Kings Lynn. Or there's Aldershot, Oldham, Bristol Rovers and West Brom. Do they not want to come and have a chat with me? Job security wise. precarious is that... Oh, I'm not... Right, Premier League, Aston Villa. Of course, they just got relegated. And all these are very insecure. I mean, yeah, they're not... teams I would go to Melksham. Very insecure, yeah. We're not going to be going backwards, that's for sure. We either stay in the same tier and try and win it, or we try and move up. I would like to try and win the trophy in tier 7, just to say we've won tier 7. We deserve to go up, but it's not to be. I don't know if they're going to be fit or not, actually. Submit this to... Oh, we don't submit it just yet. Right, okay. Again, it's... Right. I don't understand why it's done that. For some reason, it keeps changing it. No idea why. El Cid, is he available? It's another 3 weeks. Yeah, it's not recommended, is it? Marvin, you can come in for the last game. Both goalkeeper and defend, that might do us good then. Although Marshall did keep a clean sheet. Danny Stewart, actually no, we wanted to bring Jelfs in, didn't we? Go on, Jelfs. Do we bother having them supporting? Do we just have them defend at the back, do you think? Just do that. Have all our defenders actually defending. It doesn't quite work though, does it? Because we like to move them up. No, well, we'll see. Lynch will probably want a game. Do we try the 4-2-4 formation for the last game of the season? We might do. We might do. Has anybody not played a game? I think they've all haven't they? John Hunter, what the... I tell you what, I don't think he's that great, is he? Vlasov, you can go on support. Actually, I'm going to stick you on automatic. Lewington, midfield on support. Or do try the 2 defenders in again. Or do we put back Colvert? He's okay, he's not quite fit, is he? Jeffs isn't quite fit. Oh, you know what? That'll do, won't it? We'll go for it. Final game of the season. Let's go attacking. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I mean, they've lost all... I mean, they're on a very bad run, aren't they? Hungerford. Which probably means nothing, which will probably mean they'll beat us. Let's kick off. Let's play this final game of the season then. Let's tie this season up. And let's get into the next season for tomorrow night, I hope. Nothing's happening. Oh, we have got... We're not in the white. We break it down. Lewington, what? Oh, Kokorum, header it in. We haven't got Bell to put it in there, have we? Jeffs plays into Cleve. Into Vlasov. What a strike. Did it hit the post? Bar even. It's a good effort. Kokorum threads it through to Ivanov. That's a corner ball. We are attacking, so maybe this is the difference. Maybe this is what we're after. Back post. Kokorum then. Nothing. Zip. Nada. Let's get creative. We're just waiting for them to score. I mean, the longer it is before we score, then if they do, then we won't. Not sure what sort of English that was, but Kokorum's on goal. He's going to have a go. No, threads Ivan. Oh, he'd wrong foot the goalkeeper as well. Oh man, come on. Seriously. You're having a giraffe. I have no words. I don't we've had. Oh, it's not even worth even moaning about it because they're 3 ball. Oh, it's been fouled, referee. I mean, what are the stats for this game? I haven't got them up because I kind of like the full pick. Yeah, of course they just have the 1 shot on goal, don't they, and score. I'm not really. I don't care at this point. Gonna demand more. See if that'll help. I don't get how we're losing to them. I really don't. They're garbage. Are we just letting them win so they stay up? That's what it feels like. I don't really want to change anybody really. Rather run them all into the ground. It's final game of the season. Cross comes in. Ivanov. Okay. Maybe I don't want to change it just yet. Cleve, well played, sir. I mean, do we push them up for 4-2-4? I'm going to leave it to next season. Switching it. It's a good ball in. Ivanov. It's a very, very cool finish as well. Well played, sir. I am going to bring some subs on. We just want to bring everybody else on as well that haven't really played. Vlasov, you've not been involved, son. Can they play there? I want to make one more substitution, but I also want to bring in somebody else, but I don't know who. I might bring Brivio in and then stick him up a little bit further, I think. Can we try and win this game then, guys? No, we don't. Oh, it's a good chest down interception, and there we go again. A good header. Lewis now on the ball. Switches play over to Lynch. Passes his man. I don't recall anything about him shooting. Just made my mind up. Brivio, you can go push up actually, son. Nothing, is there? Absolutely nothing. We just tail away to nothingness. If that went in, I would have. I don't know what I would have done. Not an awful lot. Wow. Final game of the season. 25 shots, 10 on target, 12 off target, 1 hit the woodwork, 3 clear cut chances, 1 half chance, 58% possession, and it's 1-1. We killed them. I don't really care at this point now. I mean, I think we just... Yeah, it's disappointing. Final game of the season. We are going to have to pick up some decent players, change our formation. I mean, we finished 8th position and we tailed off quite significantly. 9 points from 9th. Bracknell, did they win the last game? They must have done 2-1 against Harrow. Taunton not quite getting there. They must have won their game. They Taunton. 2-1 against Wimborne. Eastleigh drew, I take it. Wow, it could have been anybody's there. Right, inbox. That's the final day of the season. Injury worry for Ward. Bracknell secure playoff spot and just makes Corn. He played well. Played alright at left back. Quite pleasing. But again, I normally go through on star ratings, and a 2-star rating just simply isn't great. But maybe I may have to change my attitude a little bit. If everybody's on 2-star, they'll all be playing the same level, and there'll be a bit more cohesion, I think, as well. Instead of having 1 or 2-star players, maybe we just need to go back to basics. But there are a lot of positions, in fact all of them, apart from the forwards maybe and centre backs, we don't want to change. I think we've got very, very good centre backs. It all depends whether somebody nicks them, which is highly likely. Tottenham beat Borussia 4-0 in the final there. Wow. Arsenal beat Man City 3-0. Flipping heck. Yeah, there's going to be a few. I think we just need to get rid of a few players, but then again, you'd rather bring somebody in and then get rid of them. That's what we want to do. But sometimes it doesn't work like that. If we have had a clean slate and not had anybody in, that'd be great. 8th. I mean, that's not great, is it? Not great at all. Right, playoff bounds. I mean, to draw 1-1. That's not the league table, is it? They are the playoffs. Dorchester play Bath. I mean, really, playing in the same division. Bracknell will play Wroxham, and Eastleigh not yet, I don't think. Yeah, the playoffs are a little bit weird, I think. Overall 11, then Elsid. We've got Woods and Birch. What's he doing now? He is retired at 28. Woods, have you retired? No, you're still playing at 29 though. You're not any good now though, are you really? Fortunately. Lewis, Cleve, Agiakwa. Agiakwa. Yeah, I was very sad to let him go. Decent player, but not good enough in the end. We've got Knight, Adam Knight. He's retired now at 28. Stedman, Taylor, Connor Taylor, of course, 21 years old. Where's he at? Cray Valley. Can we have him back? He was pretty decent. 3 seasons with us, although he didn't play much in the second one. I think he may have got nabbed at that point, didn't he? It was pretty decent, wasn't he? Can you come back for trials? See how good you are. Actually, we could have just found out how good he is, wasn't he? 6.79. He played better with us, really, didn't he? He's obviously homesick. And Marvin, D Fish, Dominic Fish. Did we really have him left back? He's at Lincoln. Why is he there? Why is he? Oh, he's our best left back, but he's at Lincoln now. And to be perfectly honest, he doesn't play many games. He had a good one game there, and that's it. That's all he's done. Yeah, very disappointing on his part, I guess. But yeah, I don't agree with half of that. End of season awards then. Player of the season, 40% with the Elsid. Ivanov with 26, and Kokorums are forwards. Who else? Taylor Evans with the goal of the season. Let's just have a quick butchers of that then. We are going to be finishing slightly earlier today, unfortunately. The season is over. You won't want to see what we go through to build a team up, but yeah, it involves a lot of clicking. But that's a good goal. Great goal. Ivanov is signing of the season as a freebie. Of course he is. And young player of the season's Elsid. Very, very good. Lost in the FA Cup second round. We did well. We got to the second round. Lost in the second qualifier round, and we're not too good there. Lost in the quarterfinals. Yeah, Melksham just did us over, didn't they? The match of the season is a 5-2 victory over Weston-super-Mare. What about the 7-2 victory? And we lost 2-0 to Hungerford. Was that recent? No, that was back in December. Yeah, it just big. I mean, we were up here at one point, and then we were there, and then we just kind of stayed where we were, weren't we? Where are they now? Not bothered. Divisions. The board would like to discuss the club's long-term vision, outlining initial expectations both for next season and the years ahead. The competition objectives for next season are only provisional for now and will be finalised in the coming months. Right, okay, so work within the budget and reach promotion playoff minimum. Top 5 again, I guess. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll accept it because I don't think they won't change their minds. That's for sure. Yeah, the players are currently unlikely to take any serious issue. Yeah, whatever. End of season meeting. Discuss the plans for next season. We're good enough. No, it's been a long season. I hope you all have a good break. You're going to need it for when we've come back. I'm going to make the playoffs next time. The season is over. It's time for us to go and have a good break. I want every single one of you to be fully rested and positive frame of mind for when we come back, because we're going to finish in the top half. I've saved promotion playoffs. That's exactly the kind of ambition I want to see from a manager, says Chris Calvert. We'll make the playoffs. Will you, though? I'm going to hang on to Brivio, though, and Lewington. I do want to hang on to them kids, or them guys. That's exactly the sort of direction I was after. Well done. Go and have a nice break. John Hunt, you're out on your ear. I don't like anybody with poor morale, bringing the rest of the team down. Steel issues, season injury report. Missed 7% of this. Is that 7% of the season? 4 weeks he missed. El Cid's missed 3 weeks. Last 3 weeks. End of season break. Yep, fine. And that is going to be just about it, isn't it? Russell set for a move to what? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Russell! Come here, son. Let's approach to sign you then. Regular starter. I don't know what I'm signing up for, though, to be honest. That's why we couldn't. That's why we didn't do it, because we can't afford his bloody wages. Why can't we just... I want to give him a contract. Why won't you give us let him give him a contract? £375, please. No. £375. Oh, he's willing to go down to 1.3. Yeah, we'll walk away at that point. That's just Bobby Poo Pants, isn't it? Axit is happy. Promises kept. Promise that the club's coaching staff will be improved. Are they? The initial budgets. Right, the board have set an initial budget of £4,400 a week and no transfer money. Okay. So we've got another £1,300 to spend, but we are going to let go of some light Hunt. In fact, I mean, the squad for this season that's played so far. Let's quickly go through them, actually. 47 games for Cleve. Ivanov gets 47 games. So does El Cid, gets 44. He missed the last 3 games, unfortunately. Stedman, 40. Axit, Vlasov, Calvert, Lynch. Calvert came in very, very later on. And, yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, worth every penny. Lynch, I'm not so struck on, to be honest. Hunt, 24 games, 5. Yeah, it's not. He's very undisciplined, I think. And I think, I mean, then again, he's early on. We'll see what he's like next season, but yeah, I think it's a player we will probably let go. Kokorum, 39 games actually, 20 as sub. A lot of people, Jeff's just getting involved. Brivio, 9 games. Treadwell, 30. So a lot of them getting a few games under the belt, so which is quite good. The goals, let's see where they all came from. Oh, what a surprise. El Cid, Ivanov and Kokorum, the 3 forwards, 28, 23 and 11 goals respectively. That's pretty decent. I mean, we wouldn't be where we were without them goals, that's to be sure. However, they could have scored a damn sight lot more. Kokorum, I think it's a possibility we may have to let him move along. But very, very good backup with 11 goals. Vlasov and Cleve both reached double figures as well. I mean, we've had 5 players in double figures. That's amazing. Taylor Evans gets 7. Axett gets 5. Treadwell, the other forward, hardly played 13 games, but 2 goals. That's okay. George Lynch chips in with 1. Very disappointing. Lewington, even he got 1. Stedman, 1 goal. But apart from that, everybody else very disappointing. Draw that back though, to be perfectly honest. Assists, let's have a look. 16 assists for Cleve. That is a fantastic achievement, that is, with El Cid with 10. So 28 goals, 10 assists, but 10 goals, 16. So 26 he's been involved in. 38 for El Cid, so that's not too bad at all either. Ivanov weighs in with 8. Then we've got Axett and Hunt. Hunt gets 5. Surprisingly so. I don't mean, do we have them as fullbacks on defend, or do we have them as wing backs? It's a tough one. It is a tough one, but we're going 4-2-4 next season. I am going to change it, and that's the formation we're going to be going with. So some of these are going to have to step up or get out. What's this? Mistakes leading to a goal. Axett. We've only had 3 mistakes, really. And Danny Stewart. Yellow cards. Who's undisciplined? Stedman, 18 yellow cards. Cleve gets 11. Axett, Calvert. So all the guys that really get stuck in, really. Virtually everybody. Red cards. Oh, there we go. 3 sendings off Axett, Evans and Hunt. Taylor Evans. He's that midfield dynamo, isn't he? Of course. We do have to play him a lot more, I think. And then average ratings then. 5 players reach 7. That is Ivanov and El Cid. They 7.28, 7.25. Kokorum gets 7.17. Calvert and Cleve. So they are the main stalwart behind it all. Vlasov and Evans, 6.9s. Same with Algar as well, actually. He didn't play many games, but he did play okay when he came in. 6.9 there for Stedman. Everybody else, very disappointing. Lewington, I thought he played a lot better than that, though, to be honest. Axett, very disappointed. The amount of games he's had, and the goals and assists and what have you. John Hunt, again, I'm still not convinced. I just think he's just at Mardy player, and I think he won't help us much either, I don't think. Yeah, it's okay. I guess it's appearance fees. This is where it all gets a little bit annoying, because we are paying an awful lot of money like Calvert. I'm not surprised we're paying that much. Same with Vlasov, although I'm hoping we can find somebody. I mean, he's 19 years old. I mean, I'm hoping we can get him onto a contract at some point. Taylor Evans. Yeah, still young, still young. I mean, these guys I can't... I mean, Cleve's on nothing. Stedman. Yeah, some of these players we do want to keep. Marshall, possibly. We've missed it. See, Misic is another one, 20 years old. I still think he's got some more life in him. Axett. Yeah, we have got a relatively young side. I'm not going to... There's only Cleve really in the top. That's 26 years old. John Hunt, £160. Asked to leave. Right, okay, you know what? He's gone. He asked to leave. And he's gone. Kokorum on 28 as well is very happy. Yeah, he's going to stay a little bit longer. Algar, I'm not so sure with. Is pleased to consider complaining. What's Treadwell? What was that? He's on £80. What's he complaining at? Complaining to teammates won't start more games. Right, okay, you're upsetting everybody. If that's the way you're going to be, my friend, you're only on £80 appearance fee. apart from a good season last season, really, do we let him go? Yeah, he didn't really play much this season. I don't think he was really in it. And you know what? I think there are better players out there. I mean, what's that? What? 20 and 25 non-competitive. Is that because he was in the lower divisions, wasn't he? In the under 23s, wasn't he? But overall, he's just not done enough. He's complaining, so bye. We'll let him go as well. There we go. I'm like a loose cannon, me. I'm quite happy with that. I mean, the side's not too bad. If we can get better players in, then we start letting people go. I mean, Sid at 22, you'd expect him to be slightly better. I mean, what's wrong with him? What is wrong with him? Just don't quite know. We don't quite know. I mean, potential-wise, Coram, Treadwell, yeah, we're letting him go though, aren't we? And Brivio, yeah. See, that's not a lot, is it? At 23, you just expect him to be a bit better. John Hunt, he's gone as well. So we're going to be saving around about £240, so that's okay. Right, we'll continue. Let's see if there's anything else that comes up there, but I think it's going to be tight. I think again, just trying to get everything done for the next season. We are going to take an early bath. I think we'll finish it in probably about 5-10 minutes, but I think that'll be it. So, like I said, it is a relatively short one. It's because we're nearing the end of the season. You don't want to see all the garbage that goes behind it. Although it would be nice to see who actually does go up, though. So if we see the playoffs, does it tell you what's happening in the playoffs? 5th of June, so that's what they've got to wait for me. They were the last games of the season, weren't they? Okay, 5th of June. Be nice to see who comes up, who goes down. But Hunter's given a free transfer, Treadwell as well. McLeod accepts. Who's what? Okay, same as Simpson. Okay, that's fine. Colney Heath staff contracts to expire. I mean, we don't need to worry about that sort of stuff because they do all that. Although, should we really get somebody else in for the scouts and things? Something we can look at later on, I guess. Off camera. I don't think it's something you really want to see. It does take a little bit of time, and to be honest, it's boring as hell. I do tend to go on holiday a couple of days at a time, just to, or even a week at a time, just to get things moving along very quickly. Barney accepts Colney Heath offer, good for him, and someone's after Danny Stewart. Chipstead and Poole, no less. Poole, didn't they get relegated? Or did they survive? Did they survive? Don't know, don't care. We just want to get this season over and done with, don't we, really? I mean, the season's over. We just want to see the playoffs, see how well our teams particularly do. So I'm assuming we're playing teams from the division above. Whether the teams above stay up and we go up. What's this? The FA Trophy, York versus Hereford. Okay, Hereford get to the final. Money's on York. Yeah, it is. There we go. I'm not a betting man. They win in the 90th minute after conceding an equaliser in the 88th. So it's another season in Tier 7 then, unfortunately. It's 15,000. That's not too bad. Performance review C+. Yeah, disappointing result. Yeah, to be honest, I was quite disappointed as well. You can't sack me now, though. FA goals, FA Trophy review. Yeah, I'm not. Linden, yeah, whatever. Best match was East Thurrock and Faversham. Didn't we have one that went to about 20 odd penalties? Assignment completed. Brackley dismissed. Yeah. Yep. Just hope we don't lose any players, really. I mean, the side that we got, we can build round. I mean, he looks like a Danny Stewart. Oh, that's because it is Danny Stewart. Well, there's a surprise. See, I do not know my players ish. I tell you what, this fan's okay, but it's not very cool. Davy Jones accepts the data analysis. Misic handed. Oh, he's handed another call up for the under 21s. So maybe we should be playing him a lot more though. Maybe do we need another left back? We got Misic, we got Danny Stewart, and we got that youngster as well. So do we really want somebody in? Unless they come in now. I'm going to scrub it off. We've got Alfredo. We do need another right back though. I'm not going to lie. Wilson accepts Colney. Yeah, he's just a coach. Just as long as they don't go. I mean, should we really be looking at teams now to steal? I just want to see who goes through, or just see the scores at least. Actually, they've had the first lot of games. What's happened? Right, the 5th of June games then. Dorchester beat Bath, or Bath. Hoyles at Owen win. Chesham beat Cray 3-0. Cleethorpes win. Bracknell lose to Wroxham. Does that mean they're out then? Who was the other team? Brackley. That was it. Who was it? Bath won it. Okay. So these are the next set of games. These are the semi-finals. So Dorchester play Cleethorpes. Cheshire play Stalybridge. That's it. Where's Dorchester, Cheshire. They're the only two teams that came through. I guess it was. They're playing on the 8th. So let's see who wins them games then. We'll just hang around just for them too. Steele accepts Colney Heath. That's nice of you. Baker accepts. Stewart opts to stay. Ferrari. Oh, of course, yeah, I forgot about you. Have you improved much? I don't know. Have you? Holds no real opinion on me, really. Preferred formation, the 4-1-4-1. Interesting. Gegenpress. Okay. Maybe we ought to have a look at the Gegenpress of 4-1-4-1. I don't know what that is actually, to be honest. It could be anything. Baseford in after Vlasov. You're not having him. Over my dead body. You won't have any of your players, so you're not having any of mine. I just want to be able to tie some of these players down on a weekly wage, and then we can, if they want them, then they have to be bought. But how do I do that? Do I need to get the club into... They're not professional, are we? 8th. Newcastle Town makes do it offer. Coleshaw comes in. Farnborough come in. Agiakwa. Oh, you're still in the team, aren't you? You're not any good though. Oh, he's 31 years old. We're going to have to let him go. Release on the free. I'm sorry. You're not any good. Yeah, you're too old for under 23s. We have to let you go. We have to be brutal. Fire engine. Lovely old game. Right, okay, let's see the results of this the last game. So Stalybridge, was it that one? Yeah. Stalybridge beat Chesham. Dorchester are still in it. They are the only team still in it, and they I'm not sure whereabouts they finished actually. Drawn on the 9th. Okay, let's see what the draw is there on the 9th. If it goes on any further, then obviously we'll come off now, and then we'll play the pre-season whatever, and we'll get back to you the next season, which maybe be tomorrow. Right, okay, inbox. Agalco given a free transfer. North accepts Colney, okay. Look, no, you're not having any, he's not going anywhere. Mike Johnson, 35-year-old assistant manager, who for under 18s, are you any good? It's pretty decent, but I don't know if you're any good. Again, 4-1-4-1 formation, tiki-taka. Really? Oh, I didn't realise that did that. You know what that is, don't you? It's the 4-1-2-2-1 formation. That's what that is. Cheats. Does that mean Dorchester go up? Does that mean Dorchester go up, really? No, Dorchester, they're the ones still in it, aren't they? Dorchester will play Royston. Royston are in the division above, I take it. This no, against in the Centrals. So they should beat them, I think. Do they play that now? 12th. Okay, couple of days. It's another couple of days we have to wait, unfortunately. We'll just quickly get to that then. It's just, this is the painstakingly long, it's long-winded, isn't it, really? England representing a group draw. I don't care. I don't care at this moment. Vlasov up to stay, and yeah, so there's a couple more offers for some of our players. They are going to end up going at some point. They really are. I've got an itchy nose. And I think it's hay fever. It feels like I need to blow it, but there's nothing there. It just feels very sore. Bell resumes training. Nice roundup, international roundup. Was that for international match reports? So Ivanov played for Bulgaria. He didn't score, but 6.6. Misic. Oh, did they lose 5-0? Wow. Maybe you're not as great as we thought, but it is Montenegro, isn't it? So unfortunately, yeah, you're gonna. I mean, who did you play? Bulgaria, was it? No, Netherlands. Yeah, that's not surprising actually. Not surprising. Right. We'll see the of these first legs. I mean, it's very long-winded, aren't they, these playoffs? I was just watching this guy across the road. He's arguing. Oh no, there's somebody else there actually. I thought he's arguing with himself. That was that would have been very, very amusing as well. He's there, it's turning around like that, and he's like, he's drunk. He can hardly stand up. He's with somebody and they're virtually holding each other up. Wow. Wow, what was happening about Danny Stewart there? Just want to say we don't need a... Actually, we have got Jeffs, haven't we? Let's see the results then. Dorchester out, so they don't go. So it looks like we'll be keeping the same team then. Everybody stays as they are, so nobody really goes up apart from Eastleigh. Wow, that was fun to wait, wasn't it? Or that. Right, we're going to leave it here then, I think. I don't think there's any... we don't get any... sales stuff, do we? Record high. Oh, hang on, there's a couple of things here. Colney Heath's final league position, 8th in the Southern League Premier South, represents a new record high there. This there being their first season in the Premier South. It's an all-time high finish for the team. So they shouldn't really have moaned about it, should they? Telford are coming in for Calvert. What's the betting he'll go now? But we want promotion, so we need him to stay, don't we? They're not offering many wages, so please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. I hope not, because he is by far our best player. Right, okay, I just could got scout meeting. Okay, I'm going to leave it here now then. Right, if you enjoyed that, thanks very much, guys. Click a follow. Follow me on Twitter as well to find out when I'm... Well, I will be on tomorrow, hopefully. If not, if you follow me on Twitter, I'll let you know if I'm not. That's generally where I do make majority of my my notifications, I guess. Also, I have a YouTube channel as well, if you'd like to subscribe to that as well. Playing a Bolton save at the minute. We have made it to the Premiership and we're not doing too bad at all. We're trying to break into the top 7. It's very, very tough work. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, guys, thanks very much for watching. I do apologise. It is a very short one, but it was a very not very many games to go. We do finish 8th. Another season in Tier 7, but we stay with Colney Heath. So I'm going to do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be back to start off with a fresh season. Season 14, Tier 7. Here we come. So until then, guys, thanks very much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.